just like, fuck.
Stop holding your breath.
I know.
Holy shit, it was mid-December when you had this whole thing
Okay,
start?
breathe. Yeah.
What
So basically, here's what ended up happening.
secret
I
fucking
was
room are they in? What the hell?
I was in December. I was working a new job in November, and it was a drug testing job. It was an all-female crew, and I was the only male there. So I was there, and I was working my ass off. I really liked the job. I really enjoyed the job. I did. I put everything into it, and then in the middle of fucking December, they bring me into the office, and mind you, there's been no write-ups, no written warnings, no verbal warnings, nothing. They just bring me into the thing, and they're like, so you messed up on $15 worth of mail, so for that reason we're out and you're fired. And I was like, wait, huh? And they're just like, they're just like, you're fired. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What did I do? And they're like, oh, and apparently I made people uncomfortable. And I'm like, I made people uncomfortable? I was telling people to piss in fucking cups. That's half the fucking job, you goddamn cuck. But nope, it's perfectly fine. Sorry, I got a little heated there, forgive me. And so they basically go, so I'm like, just take the $15 out of my freaking, I'll give you $15. Like, what are you doing? And I ended up finding out that they hired a female 3 days before they fired me. And so they fired me in the middle of December. I go out to my car, and I don't cry very often unless I'm like legitimately like in tears. I go out to my car and I start crying, and I call up my fiance, and she goes, what the fuck is wrong? She's like, what happened? And I'm like, they fired me. And she's like, what? And I'm like, they fired me. And she's like, you just bought scrubs and everything to look as legit as possible at this place. I'm like, I know, I loved my job. Like, what do you know? And so they ended up just fucking letting me go. And I'm like, wow, okay, middle of December, thank you very much. It's going to be an easy time to find a job, you know, like right next to Christmas. Thank you so much. So what ended up happening is I was fired in the middle of December, and then I was working with Aerotech and Ronstadt doing these, like, you know how like those those temp positions where they're like, oh hey, we need somebody to do this for like 2 weeks. We know that you're available and you want this job. Yeah. But you know what? I did it because if they offered me something, of course I'm gonna take it. I need money, so I have to live. So I was like, yeah, of course, here you go. Like, I'll do it. And so I did it, and in hopes that it would turn into like a career or a full-time position. You know what I mean? Like you always hope for that, right? And so, and then out of nowhere, the COVID thing hit. And as soon as the COVID thing hit, I literally, everything stopped on my end, and I was like, holy shit, this isn't good. So I had to apply for unemployment. So luckily I was able to get unemployment. None of my previous employers contested my claim, so my unemployment went through, and I was actually okay for those three or so months. So I had to reapply on the 24th of May. Okay. So the 24th of May, I had to reapply, and with that, of course, they have to do the same thing again, where they have to reach out to my employers that I had in the past, to get the money pool from them. How much money do I have for my unemployment, and etc. So I got all that stuff, and now what ended up happening is, since the 24th of May, I have been waiting for a phone call that's literally going to last maybe 2 to 3 minutes for one employer to have the contest on my claim taken off. Because if you even have one contest on your claim, they will not pay out on your claim. So I literally have 6 weeks of unemployment that has not been paid out because of this one employer. And because they have to do that fact-finding interview. They call it the fact-finding interview, where they contact the company and they contact the person that was working with them. They talk, they hear each side, and then go, we're not going to give you the claim money from that employer, or we are. And as soon as that's gone and that contest is off my claim, I will get all that back pay. But it has literally been a month and 2 weeks and I still have not received the call. I have my phone on the entire time. I call them every couple of days to see if there's anything else I can do. I put in my weekly claim, and just as an FYI, I have to show them that I'm applying for jobs every week. So I show them, like, I have to show them I'm applying for work. So I've been applying for jobs, and literally, I finally, after about 2 to 3, I want to say actually 3 months, I finally got my first interview for a place called La Quinta Inn. I'm pretty sure most people in the U.S. know what that is. It's a little hotel chain, and it was for the front desk position. I mean, that's how far I'm willing to like go. You know, like I'll apply for fucking front desk position at a fucking hotel if I have to, and not like a fucking Marriott. You know, just a little La Quinta Inn. You go $50 a night. You know what I mean? It's nothing like hardcore or super special, but you know, I just was like, I'll apply for whatever I have to. The only thing I can't do is Walmart and fast food. The smell of fast food, it kills me. Like literally I can't. It's like there's something about it that I don't know if I get like asthma or something, but it really triggers something hard. I can't handle it. But that's basically what ended up happening. Is that it boom. And I was like, fuck me, dude. Like, this is, and it's been crazy because, like, and mind you, like Quinta Inn, they have had, when I was there to do my interview, there was 4 other people at the same time slot. Like, that's what I'm battling against right now, is basically all the people who were unemployed trying to find work. And I'm not in a super huge town. I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm in a decent sized town, but it ain't no like Sacramento, California, or something like that. You know what I mean? You know, it's not like I'm in like Des Moines, Iowa. If I was in Des Moines huge. There'd be a much bigger chance. But like, so that's basically what's been going on. So I've been literally waiting for this one fucking phone call for a month and 2 weeks, just to have them go. And I told them, is there any way that I can just say I don't want to fight it? Can I just tell you guys I don't want to fight the employer and just take the contest off my claim? Because this has been ridiculous. But they have to legally. They have to go through the channels, and it's just it's so. I'm at the point where like I went up to my fiance and I was like, dude, I'm just waiting for this one phone call, and I've been applying, and even she sees what I've been applying for. You know what I mean? So it's. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to bring down the mood or anything like that. It's just like it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like.
We got Galaxy passed out on the floor over here. Hey, what's your goal? Let me put you at 69.
Quick, record him.
That's what I'm doing.
Record him.